Alrighty then, welcome back everybody, welcome back to the thumbnail. I am doing this 1 hour early, mainly because I'm gonna get some pizza later down the line. Or well, I'm gonna be making some pizza and I need to have all the time for that to do so. So that's why I'm actually moving it up a little bit 1 hour earlier. I hope that everybody understands that. But yeah, yesterday I actually had a pretty busy day, mainly because of how everything works. Today, actually, I got things fixed. Still have a little bit of muscle cramp because I went to the gym. To the gym. Yeah, not to the gym. To the gym. Yeah, there you go. Ugh. And yeah, so far so good actually. I really appreciate what is going to be happening today. It's going to be just me fixing this little bit here, put some more color in the face. And after that, I'm going to be making myself the second drawing for it, or at least, the concept art for it. After that, of course, I will be. After that, Monday, I will be probably finishing it up. So we'll be doing some more drawing off stream to get it all finished. And then I can finally start with the rest of the whole damn thing. But yeah, I got everything fixed today. Most of the things that I actually had to work on was actually quite important. Let's see, what do I mean here about it? I got, oh, bloody hell. There you go. Oh, hey, Gab. Hi again. Hi. So, um, what I mean about that is that I actually got, oh, Jesus. Right there. What I mean about that is, what the hell? Come on. Oh, it's a low raise button again. Silly. So what I mean about that is that I actually got myself everything calculated for the next convention that is going to be going on there. I'm trying to prep for myself to get myself well prepped for an how do you say that, entertainment now, a stage performance. There you go. That's the word that I'm looking for. I mean, really, it's one of the things that it is quite hard to do. Not gonna lie, I really am not the best at stage performances, but I'm hoping with this. Not really, it's close, but it's not quite. No, it's one bit off. All right, just give me 1 second. I need to uh, redo the pencil a bit, mainly because it's a little bit off center. It's like 1 centimeter, 1 millimeter off center, but still bothers me a lot. What? On screen? There you go. Pen calibrations. I hope you're doing actually quite fine today, Gab. I mean, sorry if I didn't notice you earlier yesterday because I was very ranting on something. If you can believe it, I really don't like it when like that. I don't like it when things like that happen. Unpredictableness is one of the most horrible things. What the hell? I'm trying to do here my job, man. Come on, cut me some slack. I know that I'm rusty. Stupid program, but is that correct? Why are you instantly going back to the eraser? I don't get you. All right, that is on point. Sweet. All right, now we have everything on point. Oh, all right, I see. You got both things confused. Got it. What? What the? All right. I guess it's a little bit early, yeah? But oh well. Let's see. Let's do the capacity. Now we have the layer, so now we can actually get ourselves this thing. I want to know if I can get the right color for this. So I'm thinking about red here. It will be a right color here to go for red. Ooh, I could do that. It actually gives a lovely little effect to it. There you go. Now we have like a cool little scar on that side. Then I actually want to go for a yellow scar on the other side, so I'm going to be going for the good color here. Is that too much? Probably. But then again, I need to keep the colors exactly this. Luckily I can just erase things, and that's always good. And if I don't like the color that I am presenting right now, I can just, you know, erase it a bit. So as you can see, that is a little bit too much. So let's erase it a bit. Get it down to this color maybe. That actually looks much better. So now we have those two colors done. Let's see, do we need anything more here? Well, yes and no. I think I need also some yellow here as well, or blue, let's say at least. There you go. Blue one here and a blue one there. That way we have actually all the colors that is represented in the background also on the image. And it's supposed to be not too much of a problem, I believe. Nice. Sweet. All right, cool. Now, since that we're now done with this drawing, I'm going to leave it here with that. I'm going to be saving it just in case. Always need to make sure that I'm doing that. Now we're going to be going towards the other side, which is here. Right now we have all of this that is supposed to be in one layer, if I'm correct. That's one tab, right? Yeah, it's one tab. Does it also include the rest of it, the rest of the gang? It is. All right. That means now I can do this. I can do that. No. All right. There is one thing that I have left off then. I need to add all of this into one group. Mainly because I do not want to when I'm doing the drawings, or when I'm doing the screenshots, or how do you say that? When I have selected thumbnails, I want to have all images at my disposal, so I can choose which ones I like to put on there. So therefore, I need to have them in groups. This gives a lot of ideas of how I'm going to be handling that. So now we have this group. That is going to go away. Nobody likes that. And this one is going to be then also in here. So now we have all the groups. So now we have all the groups, non-groups, and now we have all the groups that we can choose from. All right. I see I left off some of the bits here and there on the background. Well, time to fix that up. This bit, right? Yeah, that bit. All right, let's erase the bits that we don't need. Full capacity here. Otherwise I will get screwed. All right. Now that we have fixed that, we can now choose freely towards everything again. Do that. This is why it's always important to have all of this structured. So we can now choose this one, that one. We can now choose a lot of them already, which is good. We still need some of them, but right now we don't need most of it, luckily. So now we're going to go here. We're going to grab that. We're going to grab the background. So we're going to grab this one. This is the background, right? Yeah, that's the background. All right, we're going to grab the background again, copy it, and then place it. Boop. Place it into a different group, and then paste it here. Paste the layer. There you go. Now we have the background again. This one is going to be then also moved again in there, but what we need here is not this, not that, not that, not that, not that, not that, and not that. We just need only this. The main reason why I only want this instead of anything else, it's because it's quite easy to go for. And I can now close this one down, and we now have actually a blank slate to work on. What I'm going to be aiming here is going to be, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a reference. Well, it's not a reference actually. It's more like I really like the idea of how I'm going to be able to do this. So, I don't know if you guys ever known about this one. Hold up. I'll pull it up soon. Missing. No. There you go. If you ever known about this thing right here, you can see that there is a little, come on, man. Really? This is not gonna be, this is not good. All right, hold up. Zooming in. Enhance detail right there. If you ever have played Pokemon Red or Blue, You know there is a little bug inside of the game where where the registry of the Pokemon index is overfloated in one particular area, which is quite cool. So if you then look at how that works, it's quite a little thing where you have a glitch graphic, which is this little thing here. So I'm thinking like, why not make that kind of idea towards it? So like, let's make it like that. And then of course, implement that into the drawing. Of course, I'm not going to be using this thing right here, but I want to figure out like how to do that. Well, first things first, let's see if we can get a QR code. Let's see if we can find a QR code and then we can just demolish it into bits and pieces. Here you go, a lovely QR code. I don't think that this is going to be working, but this is Britannica. I don't know what that is. I don't care what it is. I'm going to be taking that. That's a fun little thing to go for. So, with the idea of the missing node, we are going to be using multiple colors to create the effect that I want. Of course, this is going to be added, right? Yeah, and base. Local file. Oh my god, that's big. Jesus. Whose idea was it to put such a big picture inside? So what I want to do here is actually get this QR code. Of course, this QR code is going to be demolished. It's not going to be useful at all. It will just create the idea of what I want to make with it. It's just going to give me the idea of how to create such a drawing. All right, so first things first, this is how normally a QR code would look. Now we're going to be making sure that we're going to be demolishing it a bit. So we're going to go here. Then we're going to cut this part up and put that bit right there. Put that on the other side again so that we have that. Then we're going to be making it a little bit smaller so that it fits again inside of the thing. Then we're going to be putting this one. We're going to do this. And you probably already get to know what I mean here. So we're going to create that one. And then, of course, let's see. Let's move this one there. Let's move this one right there. And yes, this will definitely destroy the drawing, the picture itself. It doesn't matter. What I want to do here is actually create some kind of idea of what I want to make with it. Of course, it's going to be very different to look at, but it's a little bit of a fun little thing. All right, then we're going to go here. And we're going to move that downwards. But yeah, I'm going to be, I have been placing this because I want to make some pizza tonight. So that's why I'm actually moving it a little bit earlier. Nah, Monday it will be back on 3 o'clock, so that's always good. Yes, and then move it again, like that. All right, I think we got what I need. Yeah, I think I got what I need. I think I got what I wanted out of it. There you go. Let's grab this. Let's make that also functional. There we go. Now we have the idea what I want with it. Now we just need to have the main thing drawn in. By doing so, we're going to be putting this on a layer. And we're not going to be, following the lines, of course, but we are going to be getting this a little bit there, here and there. So let's see, if I want to go for this, I need to go for like such an idea. And then I need to do a strict erasing part with, how do I do that? Do I then go for the pixelation? I think I have here something. Yes, I have a pixelation that can technically fix this. Well, that doesn't work. That's too big. How about this? Does that work? No, it does not work. All right, so pixelation doesn't work. Does this then work for me? Oh, that's the right pencil. Nice, 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 nice. Deselect. Remove this. All right, so now we have the pencil that we need. We have now technically a pixel pencil. This pixel pencil will be able to draw the lines that we need to draw the lines like a pixel should. All right, now we need to make it thicker. Let's see. How much do we need? Do we need around 5? I believe we need around 5, right? No, we need around 3.7. Probably. 4? Is 4 enough? No, 4 is too much. And it's going to be 3.5. Yeah, that's doable. So now we actually have a pixelated part. Now what we need is putting this into black and white first. So let's see, we want to go for something like this. Of course, we also need to make sure that if we are able to go for this, we also need to make sure that if we're gonna go for erasing, that we are able to erase things like this quite quickly. All right, that looks good. All right, fine. Now let's see. I want this to be like that, like so. Oh, no. Come on. It's a little bit tricky, not gonna lie. I actually prefer a little bit smaller size, honestly. Fine. Let's reduce the size again to 2 then. Let's see, is that probably it is, right? Yeah, that's much more better. Now I can actually work on it. Oh, hello, you're Chanel. Nice to see you as well. So what I want to do here is actually create the idea of what I want to make with it. So I'm gonna make a little bit of a well, not a glitch effect, but well, I could do a glitch effect. That would actually be quite cool, but I need to have the baseline down. And this will take some time. I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the most hardest things to draw. It is one of those things that you can go around with and not fully work with most of the cases anyway. Luckily enough, this is a very lovely thing to do. And why do I want to do this is because I like to have the random just to be a big giant glitchy screen full of effects. Of course, it's going to be still in the same kind of theme in art style, and that is important, but I hope with this it actually will work the same. And using this brush will give me enough lead back to create such an idea, because we can create a lot of squares. That is what this whole brush does. It creates squares. It creates all the kind of things that you need from such a brush, which is good. I really like it when a brush can do that. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so now we have that. That is cool. This one needs to be erased. Nice. And now we can move onwards again. So as you can see, we're going to be just filling this whole damn thing up. I think the best thing to do is actually just get like a selection done. So like this selection. And after that selection is finished, we're going to be continuing so that I don't overdraw into the drawing itself. After this, I will add a second color to it. So then it's going to be blue or yellow, I think. Yellow and red. And then after that, we can get the whole glitch effect to it as well. But that does require some things here and there. But yeah, I'm gonna be happy about it, that I'm gonna get some sweet ass pizza tonight. I'm very happy that it's gonna be good pizza because I'm gonna make it myself. I'm still thinking maybe buying some maybe buying some meat, just in case. You know, I just do want to have that sweet meat that everybody loves. And yeah, yesterday I went to the gym, and that was actually a very fun thing to do. But holy shit, I felt it in my bones. I felt it in my bones when I was finished. Mainly because I had to actually sit for almost an hour at my local, well, sport. How do you say that? Organization? Yeah, the local sport organization I'm part of. They were talking about like, oh yes, this is what we're going to be doing this year. And yes, that's good and all, but I was so tired of sitting because I felt like I was sitting on hard coal, mainly because I had such a workout that my feet were burning. But yeah, luckily today I was waking up with less of a pain, so I guess that actually is good. But holy hell, that's not a very fun thing to see. Nor a fun thing to experience, not gonna lie. But then again, it's all worth it. Keeping myself healthy is always a good thing to do. Ooh, I can do that as well. Nice. Alright, so now we have that done. Now we need to get this thing done. And as you can see, the more we do this, the better it gets. Of course, you know, it's a little bit strange to do so like this, but it should work eventually. Especially once we're done with, especially if once the glitch effect comes into play, then I think a lot of this will be cleared up pretty good. Oh, eat more meat to heal it. Yep, that's what my plan is today. I'm gonna get myself some good old-fashioned doner because I do like myself some doner. What the? Oh my god! Really? You absolute asshole of a fucking program. Switching to blue. I'm not ready yet for blue, but yeah. Um, I also have been watching an anime, which is actually quite good. I really appreciate the character development in it, which is nice. Of course, the anime itself is not for everybody. It's a little bit more of a gothic style kind of anime, but then again, it's pretty good. I really like the character development in it. It's called the Beast and the Witch, or the Witch and the Beast, one of the two. I always get them both confused. But yeah, it's all about vampire hunt. It's not vampire hunters, but it's witch hunters, which is quite cool. Good character development, good story progress, and it's quite grim dark, but I like it. All right. Let's see. Now we have done that. We have done that. Now we need tiny ones again. Oh, well, weakened ones. There you go. Nice. So now we have done that. We have done that. Oh my god, Jesus. It's quite hard to do this, all of it, not gonna lie. There you go. Nice. But yeah, as you can see, the amount of stuff that is actually going on here, it's not much, but it's honest work. It's just getting everything done, making sure that everything is looking nice, and keeping myself. It's a very calming thing to do. Not gonna lie, I really like it, and I really am happy that people are joining the chat. That's always a good sign. I'm hoping that I'm hoping once the next con comes around, I am able to promote the channel a little bit more further. Mainly because I'm trying to aim at, well, learning a new language, recording that, putting it on the video channel as well, and getting the big projects up and running. This one is most likely used for a video, but then again, I do need the thumbnails, and therefore I do need to produce them. Because, well, I don't like thumbnails with just, faces being like, oh, ah, ooh, ee, ooh, ah. It's not my kind of thing. I like to have, thumbnails that are like, I like thumbnails that are actually, well, homemade. I do like it. It has its own charms, which is great. Especially for a person that does art, it's quite fun to have, like, just thumbnails that are representing of the art that you produce, which is good. Now let's see. I want this one to be like that, and then there. Yes. All right. I feel like I'm almost, this feels so much like. If you ever have been to a tattoo shop when people are, doing tattooing, it feels like that. It feels a bit like that. Of course, it's not the same, but then again, it does feel like it. It feels like, working on it and, looking at it again, erasing the bits that don't need to be done, or, vaguely, putting away the ink so that you can see again. At least, that's how I feel about it. Of course, there is not much to do than that, but it will be worth it in the end. Because once I have the final result, it should be able to be, well, it will be a unique idea of, well, filling up a whole damn square. But those kind of thumbnails is actually certainly attracts people. But what? But those kind of thumbnails is actually psychologically attract people. Not me though, Lamel. Yeah, I do not care one bit about the thumbnail. Mainly because, I already know what the subject is all about. And if the subject is all about the subject, then, that's great. If the thumbnail is related to the subject, that's a good thumbnail. But if the thumbnail is just, a person looking like a person from a Home Alone, then that's not very surprising, honestly. I rather have, I rather have than the subject have like this little googly eyes and be like, oh my god, I'm afraid, and then have like a big, I'll show you. I'll show you. Like googly eyes, like blue. Oh my god, that looks so horrible. I'm now literally doing paint. It's a good sign that I can do it actually here. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a painting instead of drawing. But yeah, I'd rather have like things that are related towards the theme of the video than having it just be like surprise face 1, surprise face 2, surprise face 4. It feels a little bit overdone these days. But the good news is that's why I also am very motivated on getting the thumbnail fully done, because then if I am done with the thumbnail, then once the videos are out, they are quite unique and outstanding compared to most of the thumbnails that are probably going to be produced, which is a good sign, not gonna lie. Although the editing of the videos might be a little bit a little bit shabby because, well, I'm not the best with editing. Not gonna lie, I'm not the best. I prefer to just, go with the flow, produce whatever I produce, and then, continue what I need to be doing anyway. Of course, that's just me, and I like it. I like just playing the game, have fun in it, show you guys what kind of fun you can do with it, and then explain how I got to where I need to be. To have the fun. Alright, now we have the first bit done. So deselecting layers. Now we can already see that looks already pretty good. Looks like that little woobity effect. Yes, that is actually quite good. Nice. Alright, let's continue on the next bit. So what we're going to be doing now, it's going to be a little bit strange, but it's important. I'm not going to lie here, it's important. So what we're going to be doing now is going to be getting another bit here done. So now that we are done with that, we're going to be filling this up towards where we need to be. So now we're going to be getting this one. Now that we have done this bit, we can now continue. All right. No further, let's get started. Let's see, yes, half an hour to him. Yeah, this will take probably more than half an hour, which I do not have. But oh well. At 3 o'clock I need to call it quits, so after 30 minutes I need to call it quits this time, for real. Mainly because of, well, the pizza. I also need to take a shower and prepare myself to go towards the place where I'm gonna get the pizza. Which is important, I have to have myself represented properly, and this is a way to do it. If you don't mind. So, yeah. I'm very happy. I'm very happy that this, all of this is actually good. And the more I'm actually drawing, the better I get at it. That's always a thing. And I already came to the realization that once I am done with this thumbnail, I already have increased my skills. That's literally what happened. Mainly because of how do you say that? How do you do this? Yeah. I came to the realization when I was doing this thumbnail that the layout is actually quite good. It is a very nice layout. The some of the line work of most of the characters is decent. And I really like about that. It has that good line art feeling towards it. And that was missing in the last bits of the earlier drawings. Oh my god, I need to do, okay, well, hold up. So, this is always a lovely thing to do. Digitize, is it here? Probably not, but, oh, it's just Larry. Larry's Larry, yeah, but let's see. There it is. So if I look at the drawings that I did before with the drawings here, right here, there were a little bit of an issue here and there with the layout on how I did it and how I wanted to do it, and that is a thing that I do want to improve upon it, mainly because of how this all works. If you look at this, for instance, you can see already that it is a far more cleaner kind of experience towards it, and it has also very like for instance here, it has a far more cleaner effect towards it, while keeping the same kind of feeling in it. It still feels the same art style, but it's much more cleaner. The background is appropriated towards it. It complements the drawing itself, and that was missing in the last. That was missing 2 years ago. I believe it's 2 years, right? 2 years? Is it 2? I believe it's 2, right? Is it 2? Is it 2 years? 2 years. Yes, 2 years. So 2 years ago, this was the drawing's ability that I had. If I then even look further back, where is that? Where's supposed to be? Yeah, here it is. If I then look further back, like the fire up, that's the one, that's the best one here. If I look further back, 4 years ago, I believe, right? 4? It's 4, right? It's 4, right? All up. No, 3. Damn. All right, so if I look 3 years ago back towards where I was, so if I look back at 3 years ago, 3 years ago where I was, I was experimenting with backgrounds. How do I get the backgrounds correctly? How can I get my art style a little bit more better in that same feeling? And yeah, that art style is now a lot more better than compared to that, because if I look, for instance, on the bird, if I look at the bird here, it's a much more cleaner approach. The background complements with the drawing itself. It feels energetic as well, and that was missing in that was missing in most of the cases of, well, when I started. When I started drawing digitally, hold up, you're gonna be not believing this, but that is a horrible fact. When I started drawing digitally, it was absolutely a nightmare. Let's see. There you go, digitally drawing. So if I look at how far I got, all right. So this was when I started, if I'm correct. Screenshots, no. This was when I started, right? Yeah, this was when I started. That's 4 years ago. So 4 years ago, I had not a very good drawing style. I had not the best, well, quality as well. A lot of this is not everything here is my own art. A lot of things are references and all that stuff, but yeah. However, the 3D art style is much more better. And yeah, I have improved upon that, which I'm very proud of. Now we can continue. I always need to make sure that I always, keep the keep up with the flow when I do things. But yeah, having life, it's one of the major problems with life is most likely that you will run in that you need to keep on with talking. Well, information that you need to be talking, and you also need to make sure that when you talk, that you also have the things that you want to talk about also in front of you, which I really like about the whole live streams, because I can just show you guys what I mean, and then things get cleared up. And that's the thing that was missing when I wanted to do videos back in the day. I think I did do videos like 4 years ago as well, but they were much more less clean, not gonna lie. Also, I also was a little bit less in talking, and I'm trying to force myself to do that more often, being able to more interact with the live chat, interacting with people when they show up, and making sure that the conversations are quite, natural. I'm most likely not the person that is the best at it, because, well, I'm a person that's most likely just, quiet and do my job and try to do, well, not do my job, do the drawing. There you go. Jeez. It's not a job. It's still a very good hobby. And I really want to get it into a job, but most of the companies don't, really don't like to go where I want to go, because when I apply for a job, for instance, when I try to apply for a multimedia job, I mostly get the answer no, mainly because of my handicaps that I have, which causes major issues within the branch. It's a hazard for them to technically, employ me. Mainly because I can get sick very quickly, and if something happens on the floor of the company, on the company floor, then they will be responsible for such activities, which is quite a problematic thing. Yeah, live interactions. Yeah, it's one of the hardest things to do, by the way. Mainly because I do not have like a beep boop system where I can see it up on this screen. I still need to figure out how to do that. I'm still figuring that out. I'm not that versed in OBS. I just got where I need to be. I got the background done, I got the live stream layout done, and I got now the mic properly done. So I'm very happy upon that already achieving. That's already like a step forward. It's like, yeah, I did this. I completed this. And which is a good sign. I'm already very happy upon it. Like this tablet is already 4 years old, and so far no problems at all. The only problem that I had was that the pencil points were becoming dull. When those things become dull, by the way, it's absolutely nightmare to work with them. Then I bought new ones. For instance, right now I have actually new ones. These ones are a little bit bigger than the ones I had before, so I had to do a little bit of adapting to it. But yeah, so far it's all good. Ooh, nice. I can do this. Nice. There we go. Now we have cleaned up that area right there. And now I need to clean up this area because that is a little bit too much space that I do not want to lose. And after this, I will then clean it up a bit. So right now I'm actually only having this bit right here. Then I'm going to be getting that glitch effect into it. So I'm going to be moving a bit. So I'm going to be changing how everything works. And then that shouldn't work. But first I need to have the original one, then I need to have a second copy of it, and then I need to have a third copy of it, and then I can rearrange the colors, and then I can do the switcheroo with the glitch effect. So that's how I'm going to be doing it at least. Or, well, at least that's my assumption upon how to do it. I never have tried it, so therefore, I should probably do it. Oh, should be able probably to do it. That's how I always approach things. Especially when I make mistakes or there is something wrong with the software. For instance, with the software yesterday, I'm always like, all right, there must be a valid reason why this is happening. I should be able to fix it. Am I gonna do it live? Why not? Fix it anyway. That's the main problem. It needs to be gone anyway, so why don't you fix it? And of course, it demotivates yourself to continue with the drawing. I had it once with figuring out how to draw stuff, and holy shit, I was stuck for quite a long time. Then I took a break, and then I got it instantly correct, and I was like, alright, so that's how the hell you do it. And sometimes, you need to take a break, but also sometimes you can just solve it yourself with trial and error. And I like trial and error. It's one of my favorite things to do. I always like to, stick my hand to very, very problematic things and then just try to see if I can fix it. For instance, I had a virus on my PC and I was like, oh no, I have a virus and the whole PC doesn't work. And when I was like, all right, I can do this. I can throw away the PC and do nothing with it and it is forever gone, and I can say to my dad like, hey, you want to buy me a new PC? He will probably say, ha, no. So I had to fix it anyway. So what I did was actually went to the main startup menu of Windows. So there is a control panel before you load up Windows itself. I believe it's the BIOS. Did I say that correctly? Yeah, probably. But the BIOS is actually the place where you can do propping commands and all that stuff. And what I did was a hard reset. Of course, most of my valuable things were gone. That is one of the major issues that I had with it. But it did got rid of the virus because it erased everything from it. So that's how you solve a virus. If you don't want to deal with a virus that you got because you did some illegal business like torrenting, went to a torrenting site and pirating, well, that's the major dangers of course, viruses. They are always hiding in those things. Or go to a website where you got when you want like, I want to play this game. God damn it, I got a virus. That's what I always got done. Like, I want to play this free to play game, and I got a virus thanks to it. Thanks, game. So yeah, most of the cases I got a virus were most of the stupid things. Downloading a YouTube music clip. Don't do that. Just record it and then put it onto your telephone because holy shenanigans. The amount of viruses I got from that were stupid. I was also very stupid as a kid, so, you get that up and running. I broke multiple times my own hands because I didn't know how to break fall. Not a fun fact, by the way. I once had literally both of my hands in, how do you say it? I had both my hands covered in those bandages that make you unable to move your hands because I broke them both at the same time. While there was when there was like a major exam coming, and it's like, oh, you need to work with your hands on this exam, and I'm like, yes, I will work with my hands that I cannot use. Yes. I was literally like, maybe I should not have done that. But oh well. That's just me, being fucking clumsy as hell. But yeah, back in the day, viruses were like, the major danger of this week, but I don't think that viruses are that dangerous right now. As long as you don't do something stupid. And that's what I like. I learned a lot. I learned a fucking lot. There is no such thing as free games. Well, there is, but most of them are like either it's gonna be a virus or a scam, or you're gonna do pay to win, and pay to win is another fucking bag of snakes. Played a game I played a game for 4 years long, free to play, alright? The furthest I got, it was like mind-boggling how little I got forward compared to other people. But I didn't pay a single cent. And then when the game went to bloody damn stasis, I was laughing. The other people not, because their money was wasted. But yeah, that's how I do it always. Make sure that you always that when you invest in something that you always can feel the fruits of it. Because a wasteful investment is a bad investment. That's why I like to always cook myself. I really like cooking. Because it's like, you can go to this fancy restaurant to get stuff. It's like, I could also make it at home and then technically make it myself. Or, satisfy myself with some good stuff. But that takes time. Nah, I'll rather take the time than, go to a restaurant and pay almost 5 times the double amount of what normal groceries cost these days with all the inflation coming on. Oh well. Did you know, by the way, that hey go. One of my fingers broke at a bit 3 days ago. They had to tape it. So that's what they call it. They had to tape the 2 fingers together. That's nasty. When you have 2 fingers taped together, you can always feel the both of the fingers every single time you move your normal one. And then because one of them is broken, they both hurt like hell. Yeah, that's not a fun. That's horrible, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh. Most of the cases when I broke stuff, it's like, yeah, I forgot about how this hurts. Why does it hurt so much? God damn it, stop it. Mainly because the first day when you break something, you don't feel it. The second day, it's gonna be a very nagging, like a child in the back of a car being like, "Are we there yet?" And then they're like, "No, we need to wait 2 more weeks before this is over. Are we there yet? Shut up." It's great. It's great when it's great when fucking hell. It's not a very good sign to have, breaking things. I rather have a bruise than have something broken. Honestly, bruises hurt like hell, but at least they are over within 2 days. Breaking stuff, they don't. Ah, there you go. Finally, got the word right. Jesus. English. One of those words that is very hard to say. English. Oh, bloody hell. I thought I had the selection already then. Let's see. Wait. Ooh, that looks good. I like it. And then we can go... Oh, we can use this for the background and then put something else on it as well. Then we can put a big giant mystery. Yeah, that's gonna be great. It recovers next Tuesday. Sweet. Good to hear. That's some good stuff. Oh, fuck. No. Come on. There you go. And put it like this. Put it like this. I'm just doing this to make sure that when I'm doing this mainly because I want to make sure that when I draw that I have like perfect squares everywhere. As you noticed, in most cases when you look, for instance, at the missing known, you can see that they are actually technically perfectly squared. And that is the thing that I do want to engage on this. I really like to have, have this image to be just perfectly squares everywhere. And then put the glitch effect on it on the front of it. So then we're going to go for a red one, and then we're going to go for a blue one. And then when you use 3D glasses, most of the time you can actually get actually all the stuff done. What? Oh man, I only have 6 minutes left. Damn it! Time is going so fast when I'm trying to draw, man. Jeez. But then again, we got pretty far. That's good. And then I think when I work on it offline, I think we will be able to get. Oh my god! Come on, give me the right amount. There you go. When I work on it offline, I will probably get everything that I need for it, which is nice. Making sure that I have some more progress, or it also increases the progress speed of the whole drawing itself, which is also important. But yeah, I hope you all are having actually a blast in this, because I have. I really like talking. It's just that I'm a little bit not very good at talking that quickly, nor talking very interactively. With games, it's far more easier. With games, it's a far more easier thing to do. But with drawing, it's like, you need to think, you need to draw, and you need to pay attention and also in the chat. Ah, yes. Multiple things that are quite hard to do at the same time. But then again, it's a fun experience, and I like it. I wonder what I'm gonna be going for. Probably gonna get some doner kebab or something like that. I think I can get that, right? It's 4 o'clock. Then it's gonna be 3 o'clock. No, I won't be able to get it from the original store, from the pizzeria itself. So I should technically... What should I then do? I could go to the grocery shop and then get myself the stuff that I need. That would be actually quite good. Alright. Let's get that one then. And yeah. So, a little bit of a quick reminder. I actually went to a con last 2 weeks ago, I believe. It was actually quite a fun con. But the main problem with the con was that it was a very merchandise con. It was not a very con where you could do a lot of things. You could do a lot of things, but it was very mediocre upon, like, the amount of events that are going on. So it was a very tiny con in that. It was a very big con at other things like food stands and shops everywhere. That was a great thing. But if you don't have things to do, it will get bored. Luckily I found some people to talk to and play some Beyblade because Beyblade is great. And yeah, it was actually quite a fun con to go to. I had a blast. It was a little bit disorganized. Luckily, it was not that much. But yeah, I had the best Chinese food ever at the con. No, not at the con. Outside of the con, 12 kilometers away from the con. And I didn't have a car or a bus to go there. But I got the Chinese food, which was worth it. It was worth to get the Chinese food. I always like Chinese food more than Japanese food, honestly. I don't know. I think it is the way of how the flavors work in Chinese food. The flavors are very dependent, and especially when you have things like bami pangwang, it gives such a good flavor towards the food, especially to rice. Same goes for goddamn satay. Satay, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. And yeah, I walked for 12 miles, and then after that, I went back again to my hotel, 12 miles away. So technically, I stuffed myself full of Chinese food, and then I went back. And the good thing about it is that I actually did more of my exercises. Ah, easy. And that's what I like about it. Chinese food is always such a nice thing to get, mainly because yes, it's quite the fat percentile of Chinese food is quite big because of the rice, and then combined with all the food with all the pork meat. But then again, it's great and lovely to eat sometimes, especially when you have events like this. You go to a con, you have your fun at the con, and then at nighttime you're gonna go to a Chinese restaurant and you're like, I like to order this and I want it now. Okay, good. And then just they treat you like a king, which is great. Also, the best thing was that it was actually an all-you-can-eat restaurant. So I had a very good blast. I probably had like 10 dishes done before I was like, all right, that's enough. Um, I know now that there are things that you're not supposed to be ordering there because holy shit, you do not want to eat lamb there. The lamb is very bland. You better go. You better. You're better. You better. Oh my god! What the hell? I'm not even touching red here. All right. I would say if you want to go for Chinese food, I would recommend just get the beef. Yeah, get the beef. That's one of the best ones to go for. Get the sliced beef, by the way. Never the full beef because the full beef is not good. Mainly because they always prep it too quickly. It's a very how do you say that? When you prep food, you always need to make sure that you need to make sure that it is tasty and it needs to be warm. When you have a full slice of beef, most of the likely it will get cold when you end up mid-section of the eating the beef. So when you have sliced beef, it's less likely it will get cold earlier, and you are always right. You always will know that it's always good prepared. Then again, when you have satay, for instance, it's most likely chicken or pork, and that is always it's like tiny little slices, so it's most likely in most cases very easy to get. All right, let's see. Yeah, looks like I did not do a lot of tick lines. So I need to do tick lines again then, all right? Yep, I need to do tick lines again. There you go. Alright. Then we're gonna cut it right here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's save this bad boy so that I do not lose all the progress that I made. Alright, I need to go, sadly. I have a very important, I need to prep myself, take a shower and all that stuff. But I hope you all enjoyed for today, and thanks all for watching. And I hope I'll see you all next time. Until then, I want to wish you a lovely day, and